as a lifelong Lexingtonian like myself, I've lived within 3 miles of where I was born. Lexington deserves a good mayor like Miss Carter. We deserve her, and I am absolutely behind her 100% for this race. This is the very first mayoral race that I am specifically involved in because I believe it is that important. This is a pivotal point for our town.
She takes time to listen and empower people. She understands small business. And I am really excited to introduce your next mayor, Raquel E.
When some of our friends in the media accidentally announced that I was planning to run for mayor, since then, two questions come up most commonly. So now people who didn't already know me, first they say, well, who is Raquel? Who's Raquel Carter anyway, right? And people that know me and didn't know me, they all say, why are you running for mayor? Why are you doing that? So I thought today would be a great time to answer both of those questions. I'm a daughter of a single mom. She was an incredible woman who taught me about strength, leadership, and resolve. I'm a proud graduate of Fayette County Public Schools. In this very room, I have so many other peers. They graduated with us, and every day we're continuing to work hard to make Lexington a better place. Now I'm the mother of a college-age son and a middle school daughter. Pray for me, right? But these kids are the ones who exemplify the promise of Lexington's future. I'm a breast cancer survivor who knows firsthand the fear and the challenges of navigating our healthcare system. I'm a business owner who grew a 2-person real estate office into one of the area's largest independent real estate brokerages with offices here in Lexington and Louisville. I'm one of you, a hardworking, experienced, dedicated Lexingtonian that just loves this city that we call home. Anyone who's heard me speak knows that I give all my credit to my mom. It was my mom that taught me that when you have a chance to lift someone up, that you had to do it. She taught me that you're supposed to give back, that that's a responsibility. It's an obligation, not a choice. Now, I started my career in real estate focused on first-time homebuyers and making the dream of home ownership become a reality. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families achieve this dream. We led with education on home ownership, wealth building in underserved communities to create the change we know is needed in Lexington. My mother moved to Lexington all those years ago for an opportunity for a good paying job at IBM. And she wanted to build a life for her and her children in this community. But since then, these opportunities have been slipping away. So see, the truth is we can have both. We can have housing and farms. We can have new businesses and old industries. We can have a city that works for generations to come. It's just not acceptable that half of the people that work in Lexington live outside of Lexington. It's not acceptable that when our kids graduate from college or go to start a new family that they cannot afford to buy a house. So through this fight, I learned something more important: to solve the big problems we face, to move our city forward, to bring down costs and make government work for the people again. I could not keep fighting from the outside. And that is why I'm running for mayor. So see, I believe Lexington can be the city that embraces our people, our potential, and real progress. But for that, we need leadership that reflects the future, not the past. We need a mayor that understands to solve our housing crisis, we must act both boldly and urgently. We are over 22,000 housing units behind. Right now, 22,000 housing units behind. We cannot celebrate 300 new units a year. We need a mayor who understands what it takes to run and grow businesses, right? We actively need to seek innovation. We need to seek opportunities for our businesses, both big and small. We need a mayor who sees her legacy as investing our hard-earned tax dollars into the people and into our most basic services, improving traffic, maintaining roads, expanding public safety. Not a mayor whose legacy is spending tens of millions of dollars on a new city hall that no one wants and no one's asking for. We need a mayor who understands that education of our children is the most critical investment. A mayor who creates strong partnerships with our schools and who fully funds our youth initiatives. Fayette County Public Schools serves 40,000 of our children. If they are facing challenges, the question is not who's to blame, but how can we help? So most importantly, we need a mayor who embraces progress, lifts up future generations, and has a vision for what our city can be. The idea that Lexington is limited to an either-or mentality ends today. We're not doing that anymore. Lexington deserves more. The future of our city will be decided by this election, and not just by who votes, but by who doesn't vote. Not just by who's on the ballot, but who decides to get involved. Now is our time to actually get invested. Now is the time that we get to affect what the future of Lexington looks like. It is about the future, and it is about deciding that we have a change and that we want to be a part of it. And you guys can invest with just your voice. You can get out here, you can spread the word, you can share your ideas. You can invest with volunteering. We need door knockers. We need to get out there. We need to get as many voters interested in the future of Lexington. We can create what it's going to look like for us and our children moving forward.